Hello mountain bikers! Hard to believe, but here we are with the third installment of Gear Show this year already. Where does time go? Speaking of time, the Downhill World Cup kicked off this past weekend, and what a show that was. If you haven't checked out our event coverage already, head on over to our site. Plenty of exciting new tech was being rolled out by the teams, in addition to the action taking place between the tapes. Aside from the racing, it's been a hectic month for gear as well. We've got 2 fresh new flat pedal shoes, a pair of riding glasses, and plenty of apparel to talk you through today. But before we get into the reviews, time for our customary industry roundup with a month in a minute. Let's dig in. Pivot says less can be more with the new Shadowcat, a trail bike rolling on 27.5-inch wheels with 140mm of rear travel designed to be fun to ride. Hope introduced the all-new Tech 4-lever, which is said to deliver 30% more power than its predecessor. We're excited to start testing this one soon. Fazari has added travel and tweaked the geometry of its LaSalle Peak, creating a 170mm 29-inch monster that looks ready for just about anything. Propane has finally added a dirt jump frame to its range with the new Trickshot. Rossignol presented its 2022 range with 3 families of direct-to-consumer bikes available at attractive prices, something worth paying attention to at this time of rising costs across the industry. Lizard Skins added to the lineup with the new Strata, a soft grip offering average thickness. E13 launched its Plasma Valves, a 2-piece design featuring a removable valve core section designed to make tubeless life easier. Archer Components have a new paddle shifter for its wireless shifting system. Moto handguard specialist Barkbusters is entering the mountain bike market with the MTB single-point mount handguard, featuring a modular design with extra top and bottom deflectors available. Eminent has relaunched their Haste Enduro bike, now with 29-inch wheels, a high pivot suspension design, 2 travel options, and adjustable geometry. Specialized just rounded out their trail-focused helmet line with the addition of the premium Ambush 2 and the entry-level Camber. Öhlins has jumped into the short travel fork market with the all-new RXF34. Check out our in-depth review to learn more. On the topic of trail bikes, with 135mm of travel and 27.5-inch wheels, Airdrop's new filter looks like a blast. Bike Yoke has introduced a super light yet super strong barkeeper stem with a couple of clever accessories like the Amy spacer that holds your fork in place even after you remove the stem. Whitey's new Capra is finally available with an alloy frame. They're starting out with this limited edition Uncaged 9 model, but a more run-of-the-mill standard build is also on the way now. Gorilla Gravity has a new quick ship option with limited edition builds available to dispatch in as little as 24 hours. POC just launched their first Enduro full-face helmet, the Otacon. Head to our site to read the full review. NS Bikes has gone electric with the all-new E-Fine, and finally Anomaly has made a Bike Yoke compatible version of their innovative switch-grade tilting seat post head. Okay, so you probably noticed that took us a little bit longer than a minute this time, but what can we say? March is a busy month in the bike industry, and we just had to tell you about all that sick new stuff. But now, on to the reviews. Founded in Scotland in 1993, Endura has gone from making prototypes on a kitchen table to becoming a leading global supplier of all kinds of mountain bike rider equipment. Known for their no-nonsense hard-wearing gear that can deal with the rigors of the Scottish winter, it was perhaps only a matter of time before they would dip their toes in the shoe market as well. And sure enough, that just happened. Neither skate shoe nor sneaker, the Burner has an identity of its own that really just says mountain biking more than anything else. Sturdy and straight to the point, with a splash of color if you opt for one of the non-black versions. The uppers, which are shared between the flat pedal and clipless models, are made out of heavy-duty materials, and they are perforated on the top of the toe area for ventilation. The shoe is not waterproof, but care was taken in the material selection to make sure it doesn't take on too much water. There's an extra strap over the laces to help really sink the shoe down, and a patch of so-called shark skin fabric in the heel cup should also help retain the shoe on the foot. Looking at the sole, there's a lot to talk about. An EVO midsole provides cushioning, while the ergonometry footbed is adorned with some rather unique features. A metatarsal button helps splay out your toes in the shoe, and small raised dimples on the insole are claimed to improve your foot's proprioception, the ability to soften and stiffen through muscular contractions. Think of it as a foot massage while you ride, maybe. There's also a power arch to help support the arch of your foot. The inside collar is raised to provide a little extra protection in this area. As for the outsole, Endura has developed its own sticky foot rubber, which is used in the pedal contact area of both the flat pedal and the clipless version. The toe and heel areas feature the Dura version of the same rubber to provide good traction but also durability when hiking with the shoe. We've been testing the flat pedal version for a while already, so let's answer the big question. How's the grip? We're happy to report that Endura has delivered when it comes to this crucial aspect. The sticky foot rubber is indeed very sticky, not quite to the level of 510 Stealth or the latest generation of specialized slipknot compound, but it's still right up there in the top echelons. As long as you exert some level of pressure on your pedals, the Burner will grab on and hold on. The shoe itself is quite boxy, with a stiff sole and stiff uppers. There's plenty of room in the toe area, possibly to the point of having you reach for thicker socks, or even considering sizing down if your foot is on the narrow side. The laces and the strap do a good job of sinking down the shoe for a solid fit, however, and the internal fabrics are comfortable on the foot. The power transfer is excellent, and the grip and fit conspire to produce a confidence-inspiring connection with your bike. There are no hot spots or other comfort issues to report, and our feet stayed comfortable on longer rides as well. Compared to some of our current favorites, the Burner is stiffer and bulkier than most, which may or may not be something you like. It's definitely not the most comfortable shoe when it comes to hiking. To sum up our thoughts, quality construction, good grip and great performance on the pedals is a more than impressive verdict for a brand making their very first mountain bike shoe, and you can certainly do a lot worse than considering the Burners for your next shoe experiment. They are stiffer than most, but not in an uncomfortable way, and they'll be a good choice for anybody looking for a positive connection with the pedals and high levels of protection. Sticking with the shoe theme, we've also been out testing the latest model from Ride Concepts, a Reno-based outfit that popped onto the radar in 2018 and that has been busy growing its catalogue of mountain bike-specific footwear ever since. The all-new Talaq is a departure from current models in terms of styling and feel. Let's dig into the details to learn more. Pulling the Talaq out of the box, you're met with a shoe that looks a bit different to previous Ride Concepts models. The thick sole and aggressive tread pattern that wraps around the toe and heel areas give it a very deliberate pose, while the profile of the rest of the shoe remains fairly slim. The uppers are made from Cordura mesh, marking the first time the two companies collaborate. The midsole features a thick EVA foam layer for extra cushion and support, while the insole sports the usual D3O inserts to further help with impact absorption and fatigue reduction, a Ride Concept staple. We tested the model with traditional laces, but a BOA version is also available, which is another first for Ride Concepts. The toe and heel areas are protected by TPU guards, and there's an elastic lace strap to help secure your laces in action. Ride Concepts chose their stickiest rubber compound, Max Grip, for the Talaq. As previously mentioned, the outsole is more aggressive than previous models, with lugs that extend further along the sides and wrap up completely over the heel and toe areas. The hexagons are also bigger than on other Ride Concepts shoes. On the trail, we noted that the overall fit of the Talaq is ever so slightly more relaxed than the Hellion Elite, for example. The Cordura mesh uppers are more flexible than the synthetic leather used by the company in many of their other models, which provides a degree of extra comfort and makes the Talaq feel a bit more like a sneaker on the foot. The same comparison holds true against the 510 Freerider Pro. The generous cushioning of the sole further adds to the high level of comfort of the Talaq, and we found it extremely easy to get along with from the very first ride. Power transfer is great without having to resort to cranking down the laces too much, while the shoe remains super comfortable on the foot. It's also quite breathable. Hiking performance is also very good. There's just enough compliance in the shoe to allow it to conform to the terrain and bend in the toe area as your foot pivots during the step. Protection is adequate thanks to the TPU reinforcements. The Cordura mesh feels a bit less sturdy than some other synthetic leather types of materials, which may leave the top of the foot a bit more exposed to direct impact. On the pedals, the grip delivered by the Max Grip rubber is great. Plenty of surface stickiness and plenty of lugs for your pedals to grab hold of. In our unscientific opinion, the larger lugs found on the Talaq sole work even better than those found on other Ride Concepts models. The result is a shoe that delivers a fraction less grip than current market leaders 510 and Specialized, but it's getting oh so close now. In very muddy conditions you might feel a bit less connected with the Ride Concepts rubber, but not by a whole lot. Definitely one to consider. 100% is no stranger to producing cutting-edge, high-quality eyewear. Their latest model, the Westcraft, combines their rich racing heritage with innovative technology to create the ultimate action glasses meant to transcend multiple sports disciplines. The Westcraft features a unique lens-changing mechanism located in the middle of the glasses that hinges to unlock and lock the lens. A tool included with the glasses is used to release the latch when changing between lenses. The glasses come with a full shield mirror lens and a set of clear replacement lenses. Both lenses are impact resistant, scratch resistant, and have a hydrophobic and oleophobic treatment to repel water, dirt, and oil. Extra rubber nose pads are included with the glasses that fit into the nose piece for a customized fit, and there are rubber temple tips to help keep the glasses in place. Removable shields on the sides of the Westcraft provide additional eye protection. Out on the trail, the Westcraft provided the excellent field of vision and crisp optics that we've come to expect from 100% eyewear. The wraparound design, along with the side shields, offered superb eye protection from debris and cold air, making the glasses perfect for wet weather riding. The slight taper of the temple arms kept the Westcraft securely in place, while the rubber tips limited any discomfort. We found the nose piece to be relatively thin for the face of this tester, and we had to use the extra nose pads provided, which then limited the glasses from sliding down our nose. The only drawback to 100% Westcraft glasses is the latched lens mechanism that is tricky to release even with the tool provided. The latch succeeds at keeping the lenses locked in place, but it does take more time and patience to change lenses than many other performance sunglasses available. Royal Racing and 7 Protection, who both belong to the same group of companies by the way, just sent over a selection of their latest apparel. Here are some of the highlights of the 2022 range. 7 Protection has 3 main gloves to choose from this year, plus 1 winter glove that we have not tested. First up, the Project Glove is a high-end glove with some interesting features, most notably the protective foam inserts over the 2 outside knuckles. This is nothing new in the glove world, but we like the execution here. The soft foam is very unobtrusive and makes itself completely forgotten in action, but will still provide a fair amount of protection should you hit your hand on a branch or a bush. The perforated palm is slightly stretchy, while the top of the glove is made from ripstop fabric for extra protection and durability. There's a moisture-wicking thumb wipe and a generous Velcro cuff that really wraps around your wrist. This glove is super comfortable in action and really feels like it cradles your hand without being constrictive at all. The Control Glove is made with a thinner material in the palm area than the Project Glove, but still feels like it will offer fairly solid protection should you need to use your hands as emergency landing gear. The back of the glove is made from the same ripstop fabric as the Project, but features laser-cut ventilation holes here. The slip-on design also forgoes the Velcro strap and the thicker cuff found on the Project. On the trail, this one became an instant favorite with a perfect mix of ventilation and sturdiness that should be a good match for most kinds of riding. It's super comfortable on the grip, with just the right pre-curved cut to help it avoid bunching up as you hold on for dear life. The thumb wipe is comfortable and will do a decent enough job, helping you get rid of sweat and snot if need be. We just wish it had touchscreen threads sewn into a couple of the fingers to make the perfect glove, but maybe we should just put our phones down and focus on the ride instead. Note that none of the 3 gloves presented here are touchscreen compatible. Last up, the Transition Glove is the thinnest glove in the 7 range, with uncompromising focus on lightweight and dexterity. This is the one to go for if you favor a tactile feel above anything else. The mesh top is highly breathable, but will of course offer less protection than the 2 previous gloves discussed here. We also found a slight issue with this glove. Because the mesh back is so flexible, it has a hard time holding the thicker inside fabrics of the glove in place. This was most notable on the thumb, where the mesh would stretch around the tip of the thumb too much and end up feeling a bit weird here. Royal's core range has long been a favorite of ours, with fabrics containing a mix of polyester and cotton that dry out much faster than 100% cotton would. These seemingly simple-looking jerseys also feature antimicrobial treatments to help keep odors at bay, and they provide UV protection to keep your skin safe outdoors. Available with either long or short sleeves, this is one to grab for just about any mountain bike ride, and they'll look good at the watering hole afterwards too. The cut is fairly generous, so you can probably size down if you find yourself between sizes. We like pairing the core jerseys with the Royal pants for colder days, or with the Quantum Short, one of our absolute favorite riding shorts. Lightweight yet sturdy, the Quantum Short offers the perfect cut for biking with 2 pockets that provide enough storage space and are placed in the right spot. Add that they are very easy to clean and will stay looking fresh for multiple seasons of abuse, and you're looking at a very solid choice for your next mountain bike short. If you're looking for something lighter to wear up top, the Quantum Jersey is made from a very fast-drying polyester fabric that will keep you feeling fresh even during your most rigorous workouts. The fabric is entirely made from recycled polyester as well, so you can feel good about your impact on the planet with this one. There's an antibacterial treatment to help limit your impact on your riding buddies as well. Okay then, that's the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, happy trails.